My name is Yemisi Falaye, as everyone knows. Everyone here knows. I'm a lawyer. That's my first calling, and my second calling is managing talents, not necessarily artists alone, but every other personnel in the entertainment industry. But I'll try my best to enlighten everyone here as much as I can on managing artists in Nigeria. So, first of all, if you have decided to be an artist manager, if you want to manage any artist, the first rule or the first thing you should know is that as much as the business is a lucrative one, especially if you're dealing with a popping artist, as we say here, it is one that will take your life in quote away from you. Not that you will die, but you won't have a life invariably, because managing an artist is one that requires a lot of attention, a lot of time, a lot of resources, because you find out that you would have to. And when I say resources, I don't mean money alone, but I mean the process of managing a client, managing an artist. If you want to portray your artist in a good way and you want the things done properly, and then considering the attitude of the character of some artists and the way some artists are wired, you will find out that you have to use your own resources, money especially, to run some things, depending when you get reimbursed. So, invariably, managing an artist anywhere in the world is not is not a is not a child's play. It's not for people that think, I want my space, or it's not for people that think, oh, it's weekend, I need to rest today. No, managing artist management is for people who are resilient, people who love people, a people person, and people who are passionate about another person's career. Because as an artist manager, you are technically you are invariably channeling the course of another man's career. So to be successful as an artist manager, you have to bear in mind that you'll be wearing many hats. You'll be doing a lot of things. You have to know a bit of everything. One thing I would say though, following this point that I just made is that as an artist manager, as much as you are supposed to know a bit of everything, you're supposed to do a bit of everything. You're supposed to have an idea of a, have a bit of an idea of everything. One thing you should not assume that you are is a lawyer. And I say this perhaps because I'm a lawyer and I see how artist managers always goof because they think that I have reviewed or a lawyer has put me through one performance agreement. Therefore, the next performance agreement, I wouldn't need a lawyer to review it based on my experience or my knowledge from the first performance agreement. And most times, these folks are always wrong. They get into trouble, put themselves into trouble, put their artists into trouble as well. Fine, you should know the nitty-gritty so that you don't look like a nincompoop when a lawyer is speaking or when the artist is, asking you for feedback or asking you for your comments or your views on any agreement that you're reviewing. But when there's an agreement that you have to sign or review on behalf of your client, the artist, you must still ensure that your lawyer reviews the agreement, okays the agreement before you go ahead to sign on behalf of your artist or before getting your artist to sign. Another profession that you shouldn't assume that you can handle on your own as as an artist manager is an accountant. These guys make a lot of money. Artists make a lot of money, and obviously, by virtue of that, you're exposed to a lot of funds. Don't ever assume that you can manage your artist's finances on your own. There are experts who deal in money management. There are experts who are able to structure anyone's finances. The money comes in, who gets what goes to what. There are people who are professionals in that sort of business. So don't, as sax guys, come after everyone. So you cannot assume as an artist manager that you know how and what your client, the artist, will pay for tax or as tax. So obviously you need an expert to be able to guide you and ensure that your client is tax compliant. Having said that, I want us to briefly discuss some of the tasks that an artist manager will find herself, because we're all women here, doing on a regular basis. So on my note here, I have you negotiate deals and contracts on behalf of your artists. Because these guys are public figures, obviously, they have their numbers, they have their crowd, they have people who listen to them, and therefore they become brand influencers. So an artist manager is usually the face between the artists and, or rather, not the face now. You are the face of the artist. You are also an intermediary, thank you, between the artists and everyone else, including brands and brand owners. Another thing that you should know once you decide to become a talent manager is that you have, if you select your artist, you have to be your artist number one fan. You have to believe in your artist. You can't work for someone you don't believe in. Even if you don't like the sort of music that your client sings, which happens sometimes, but you must believe in that individual. You must believe in the individual's craft. So you need to believe in your artists. You need to be your artist number one fan. As an artist manager, you have to put yourself in a trust position. Artists generally, all over the world, their type of personality is that which will not easily trust. But for you to have a successful work relationship with your client, you have to put yourself in a trust position. I tell people that my currency is trust. Whoever it is that I work with, be it an artist, be it whoever, even in my office, whatever I do as a human being, I sell trust to you so that when I want something from you, I get it easily because my currency, like I said, is trust. So as an artist manager, your currency to your artist must be trust, so that when your artist is sleeping, when you go and negotiate on behalf of your artist, he can trust you 100%. People in Nigeria, a few artists in Nigeria that actually know how to plan their career, even those few artists still need a team, a formidable team to work with to be able to have a successful career. My point is, you need to give the world a positive image of your client, of your artist. Anytime you have an opportunity to talk about your artist, you are saying positive things about him or her. You are letting that third party know that your client is bankable, your client is able to do you proud and do the world proud. Another point is, as an artist manager, you must help organize your artist calendar. The demand for artists can be very enormous. Every day there are events, especially during the festive period, December, Easter, October 1st, Valentine. A lot of artists will be in high demand. In order not to mumble up dates, in order not to collect money somewhere and not attend, or double bookings and all of that, you have to have an organized structure. There are apps where you can use to impute events. You can use to monitor bookings, so that your artist will be known as one who doesn't disappoint. If one agent has an issue with you, trust me, 10 of them have the issue with you. And I'll give you a quick story. So because it's a negative story, I won't mention the name of the artist who is a client. This guy is known to not keep to his words. You invite him for an event, him performing or showing up will be based on his mood. If he wakes up and he says, "Look, I don't feel like going," then he's not going, and nothing will happen. Last, he will return your money. So he got a gig sometime, I think in 2019, in Ibadan, in December. And you know how crazy gigs can be in December, traffic and all of that. So he got halfway, there was traffic, he turned back, and the agent that booked him for that show was so upset that he told other agents that nobody should get this guy on any gig. And trust me, that is working. I promise you. It's so working that this guy, this artist, he's a very big artist, A-list artist, strong A-list artist. He still doesn't have any endorsement till now. So my point is, don't overprice your artists, and always guide your artists to ensure that he doesn't even overprice himself. And at the same time, don't let Sapa make you underprice your artists. Know the worth of your artist and stick to it. If you want your artist to make more money, work towards ensuring that your artist gets the level where he can charge as much as he wants to. Then, structure, invoicing, riders. These are things that I have for any artist that I work with. For each artist, there's a rider. So you engage my artist to perform somewhere. There's a performance agreement, a standard, nothing busy performance agreement, I beg your pardon. And then once that is signed, there's a rider. But most times, the rider goes with the agreement. Once all that is done, then invoicing. You must package your artist well, to make it seem as if, these people, they are good. With all sense of pride, not even humility now. I know a lot of people that have said to me that we've packaged Zlatan in a way. One thing, this one is a Nigerian factor. Don't, I'm sure you collect your 100% too before your artist performs, because they'll tell you stories afterwards. So my clients don't perform until they're 100. I don't get it from anyone else but me. So first is that my brand currency has been expended on her. And my trust currency has been expended on her. And I've made her comfortable around me. I'm saying this because of the second point, which is you function on a personal level. As I dey do am for the girl, I'm doing it for the guy who has several girlfriends and is trying to, manage how each of them will not know that there's another one. And sometimes all of them know. So those are the sort of things you would have to do as a talent manager, to be honest. You know. So back to what I was reading. 1 minute you are emailing contacts and paying bills, and the next you are the referee to an argument between baby mama one, baby mama two, and your artists, or boyfriend and your artist. So, as a talent manager, you have to be ready to be called on at any time to do almost anything. As an artist manager, you're a bookkeeper, you're a peacemaker, you're a legal advisor, you're a therapist, you're a best friend, you're a confidant. So you do all of that. So how do you make money as an artist manager? Artists, they don't like paying, oh, so hard. But guess what? They know your value. Nobody can owe me. You can't owe me. As a lawyer, you can't owe me because your ass is going to get in trouble if you owe me. I have a lifestyle too that needs to be maintained. It's not about you alone. Yeah. You don't want a manager or a lawyer that's looking wretched, it's looking like a piece of crap. I have a brand that I need to maintain as well. I have to look good. I have to empower myself knowledge wise. I have courses that I need to pay for. I have my wigs that I need to wear. I have my shoes, my dress, my phone. Even though, by the way, I must be honest, in the last 4 years, I haven't bought a phone myself. It's always one client or the other that gives me. But jokes apart, you have your life to live, you have your bills to pay. Now, the easiest way to get your money off your client, off your artist, is to show that you are valuable. Prove yourself to be indispensable with all sense of pride. So, you need to be valuable. You need to show that you are the go-to person, so that the artist will take care of you and ensure that you don't leave. You have to make other talents that you're working with jealous. So in my house, I have this yeah, um, puzzle, like an artwork. I did it in form of an artwork. So I have all the names of my clients, the past and present, and some that I've worked with a couple of times are not necessarily my clients. So for each talent that comes to my house, that's the first, the place they go to first. And most of them always fight. Why is my name not number one? Why is my name, some of them, why is my name not here? The ones that I've just met and all of that. And I say to some of them, give me work, pay me, go and grind well, and your name will be on the next one because I have to update this one. So what I'm saying in essence is I have put myself, by the grace of God, in a place of value, in a place of respect, and in a place where you can't toss me around. You can't. It's not, come on now. You can't. So that way, even before I work, you will pay me just to make me happy. Now, what do you earn? The most common one is 10% gross. 10% gross is the most common, depending on how rich. So if you work for Wizkid, for instance, 10%, ha, oh my garagon. is going to be fat, big, literally speaking. So depending on who you're working with, depending on the worth of your artist, 10%, 15%, 20%. I've seen some 30%. If you're working with an artist with a regular income. You can also earn per month. You can put yourself on a salary if your artist is not willing to pay you a percentage of his or her income. You can earn, depending on how busy you are, 1 million, 2 million, 500,000, 250, 300. No fixed rule, no fixed law, no fixed amount. It's just shalaye between you and your artist. A lot of things will be put into consideration. The value of your artist, the relevance of your artist, how much your artist is making, how often your artist is making money. All of that will be put into consideration. Gauge all circumstances to be able to determine how you will earn from your artists. In conclusion, 1, be your client's number 1 fan. 2, create a good structure for your clients. 3, give your clients a positive image, a positive perception about your clients, because that's what will fetch you money. And then 4, collect your money from your clients. And 5, pray for your clients. I do that. If your client is making money, you are making money. So whatever it is you believe in, pray for your clients. And finally, thank you for listening to me.